May 31st, 2024. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri, a little bit about Raytown, and we're going to talk about crime and drugs tonight. So, it was probably about 10:30. They started in again over here on East 47th Street South in Independence, Missouri. And they were booming and motorcycle, but some cars. And this has been going on. It had been going on for about an hour and a half. So I thought, well, let's just see what's going on. But on top of it, there was that white vehicle I've talked about a lot. There's several vehicles that are a constant here from about 10 o'clock till 4 a.m. in the morning. And I mean, they make trip after trip after trip. Well, I found out where that white vehicle's been going to. It's been going to that motel up on Nolan Road. You know where the hookers are at and where they deal the drugs and stuff, where I've showed many videos. That's where it's going. But on top of it, there were several other cars with this one car moving back and forth. And of course, one of them, or two of them, I should say, landed up by 7-Eleven at 40 Highway in Chrysler here in Independence. But what I was shocked at, and I knew that up here on the border between Raytown and Kansas City, Missouri, there's that Cenex filling station. You know, they sell a lot of that, stuff for smoking that stuff and everything, and they have a big crowd that goes in there. But now this was around 1 a.m. in the morning here. They were also where they were a whole bunch of them located. Now what shocked me about this even more is I turned around and they were coming. There was, I should say, a van. Now this is 1 a.m. in the morning. Now this could have been a maid at the church, maybe. Maybe she got through done cleaning, got all her stuff cleaned, and she was running late at 1 a.m. in the morning. But this van goes across, then it comes back, then it looked like it was going to try to pull back in again, but then it goes on. But over at the Cenex, there was massive exchanges and stuff going on. And then there was this one vehicle that this guy had. It had no lights on it. He had tons of junk and metal piled on top of it. Now you got to understand, some of these homeless, some of the ones that just, they're moving the drugs. These vehicles, they do not have any running lights on them whatsoever. Or if they do have running lights, they don't turn them on. I talked to my black friend that was out in Phoenix, and he said that was one thing that they did do out in Phoenix, but the Phoenix police didn't tolerate it. He said that he's seen a couple times where they crack down on that stuff pretty heavy out there in Phoenix. So I'm going to show this, and just interesting. We got the motel across from where Burger King is. We got our great 7-Eleven up here. And then we got Cenex in that, I think it's United Methodist Church. And what I found interesting, the guy, once he left that, he went, I don't know if they own both the churches on both sides, but then when he got through at that filling station, then he went down the side road. That was the same thing that the van turned around and then went back into the filling station. So are they using the church as a moving stuff too? Like I say, this gal might have been cleaning the church. Don't know. But it was 1 a.m. in the morning, so hold on. Okay, guys, we'll just start with this one here real quick. Now, this is that white vehicle that goes up and down. And I mean, we're talking sometimes they make 15, 20 trips between, usually it's more between midnight and 4 a.m., but it's the same vehicle. Now, this is the one that landed over at the motel across from where Burger King is on Nolan Road here in Independence. But I'm going to also show that now. My security cam's on the front of my house. I have an hour and a half of footage of these same vehicles going up and down, booming, and a motorcycle, which is really interesting because, like I say, you know, some of the motorcycle bunch here is dealing the drugs. They were using 7-Eleven, so this doesn't shock me whatsoever up there. But hold on. Now I wanted to show this real quick too. Let's see here if I can get this to go back. Now this is the white vehicle going down. And like I say, I'm not going to go into all the footage, but I have an hour and a half of tape of it happening. I'll do it one more time here. And it's like that all night long till the early morning hours, up and down, up and down. So hold on. Okay, guys. Now, this is down here at Norfleet, 47th. I live on 47th. They had been booming for about an hour and a half, and the motorcycle running up and down. And it was really interesting to see where this went. And I especially love this other guy's home that's running here. This is 1 a.m. I mean, you know, come on. I mean, what are they doing? Independence needs to be out here watching it over here. Now, some areas were clear tonight more. And I know they've been out, but still, these are the ones, the main players. These are the ones that are running a lot of the stuff. And it looked like there was 2 or 3 people in this vehicle. Now, I think it's got kind of like halfway tinted windows because I could halfway see in it. And hold on, I'm going to advance this a little bit here because I only got so much time on my deal. And it's going to land. Like I say, it's going to land over here at the motel. So hold on. Yeah, because I want to see where it goes. I want to see where they're going. Because they're dealing with drugs. They're moving it back and forth. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. And here we go. And sure enough, this is where they do the prostitution. This is where they do the drugs. And a lot of times they are at it. And it's going to turn in. And that's where they turned that at. But hold on. It's not over. I'm going to show that. Hold on. Okay, guys. I'm going to bring this up over here so you can see. But here it's pulled over here. And it's going to drive up on into there. And I wanted you guys to see that. So hold on just a second. I'm going to hit this. And there it goes. Ah! So hold on. Okay, guys. So, we have this, I don't know if that's, I couldn't tell if that was it looks like a CAD maybe. Probably a CAD. I don't think it's a Lincoln. It was like the tail lights on it. This guy they had 3 black gentlemen in this vehicle. And you see that white vehicle there. Okay, now what's surprising now is this is at 1 a.m. And these are going around over and over and over again. And they're popping from, like I say, up by 7-Eleven. Up over there to that Cinex, I guess, Cinex. And then they were also, like I say, they were also going over by that church. That United Methodist Church. It's called Blue Ridge Boulevard. Yeah, United Methodist Church. Now I'm going to show this white vehicle. It backs in at a 7-Eleven. But I just found this interesting. Now, all these people that are out at 1 a.m., I mean, you don't usually see people moving that much. I mean, sometimes you have people go in at late night shift, but it's already past midnight. This is 1 a.m. It's not the weekend, you know, and they're making massive trips back and forth here. So this is something Independence, something Kansas City, Missouri, and Raytown should be taking a look at. But on top of it, I seen a vehicle, and I think it might have been a Kansas City, Missouri SUV in front of me. And I thought that was kind of strange, too. It might have been a patrol vehicle, because, you know, sometimes they're like, you know, they have those ones like in Walmart. But I don't think so. I think this was a Kansas City, Missouri, and I just thought this was odd that it was hurrying to get gone out of the area. And I thought that was kind of weird. But wanted to show that real quick. So hold on. Now I found it, guys. It was in Kansas City, Missouri. That looks like it says sheriff on it, I think. That's about as good as I can make it out. But that was the one that was in front of me that was going up there. Now see, It was turning up there by Blueview, up there. But they were running in back between the Cenex 7-Eleven and that motel. And hold on. Okay, guys. Now this is up here at 7-Eleven. And this is that vehicle. I'm going to show from several different angles here. So hold on. That's a little bit better. Hold on. And there it's sitting there too. I don't know if I can get that coming any better or not. But it was moving. It was driving around the neighborhood. Moving it back and forth. Back and forth. Now hold on. Okay, guys. There's another angle of it. I'm going to just play this through. Let me go back here a little bit. You can see. And of course, don't you just love the way it's backed in? I mean, that's crazy. Anyway, hold on. And I'm going to show it, guys, when I was pulling down here in 47th, so you can actually see it. There it goes. So that's it. They just keep going, circling, moving it. Okay, guys. Now this is that station, the Cenex. I'm going to try to darken this down so you guys can get a little bit better view of it here. All right, I want you to watch this. And there was that vehicle over here, didn't have no headlights on it. And then there was some here that were standing out, smoking some stuff, and a whole bunch of other stuff going on over here. But, so I go down here. And that white car is even going to be coming back over here to that Cenex to prove that they're moving it between 7-Eleven and this other place. But, hold on. I want to see. I'll turn around here, go down here by this church over here. And now, wait a minute. Let's take a look here. Now, there's like a minivan or something that's coming out of here. Now, this is 1 a.m., okay? And I'm thinking, well, that's kind of weird. Why would there be something coming out at that time? I've been around, drove around many times. I've never seen nothing like that before like this. This is something new. And it's going to shoot across here. Now, hold on. Now, like I say, it goes down the dead end deal. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so it's going down the dead end street. I don't know if maybe they own that other church. Because that's also where that other vehicle didn't have no headlights. I'm going to show here when I show the back side of this from my dash cam that pulls out from this over here. The one I told you had a whole bunch of junk and stuff. Now, yeah, that's this right here. Now, I'm going to lighten this up so you can see this. And you can see this vehicle's got a ton of junk. I mean, he's got metal and, just massive stuff all over it, but no headlights. Now, this is where I followed the ones that were booming back to there. This has to do with the drugs, like I say. I mean, I can show this. Like I say, I wanted to show this. So hold on. On through here. And I believe when I turn back around one more time here, let me go advance this. That white vehicle. See, the other one, here comes the van back out. Let's see if I can get this to focus a little bit better. Okay. So this at 1 a.m., this come out of the church parking lot over there. United Methodist, Blue Ridge Boulevard, United Methodist Church parking lot. So is this lady just a person that cleans? Or is this where they're also dealing the drugs over here? And that might be a good question to ask. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys. Now, this was on my first pass. I'm going back here to where that van pulled out because I want you to look at this vehicle. This is the same vehicle that's going between 7-Eleven, the one it backed in. And I'm going to show that. Let me get this back so you guys can see this a little bit better. Well, you can see that's pretty clear there, guys. That's the same one. So, they're going from there, from Cenex to 7-Eleven. They're going up to that motel, and they're running it back and forth, back and forth. Well, that shouldn't be too hard for whether it's Jackson County Sheriff, Independence, Kansas City, Missouri, to be looking for these certain vehicles, especially this white one here. And like that other white, like kind of, I don't know if it's kind of like a little small SUV that I was showing. But they're traveling back and forth up and down 47th Street South here from 10:30 to 4 a.m. in the morning, guys. And you can see that's the same vehicle. I'll show that van too, just in case, like I say, might have been the maid cleaning the church. And it might not have been either. What I found weird about this was it went across to come out the opposite direction for one thing. It went across, it went down the dead end street, and then it turned around and come back up, and then it pulled in, I think, to the gas station and pulled back out, I believe. I don't know. That just looked very strange, but maybe nothing. I mean, on that. But the rest of them, oh yeah, they're moving the stuff. See, there it is right there, pulling back out. Now, only a minute, a minute and a half elapsed just making a circle driving around there. So that just makes you wonder, at 1 a.m. in the morning? I don't know. Hold on. Okay, guys, and I'll show this at one other angle, too. Now, there was two other people you can't hardly see that was kind of in between this other car and the building. But there was two people standing on the other side of this. And this was a vehicle that didn't have no headlights. They had all the metal and junk and stuff. I don't know. And like I say, those other two people, they were kind of over there, looked like they were doing some stuff. Anyway, not good. And like I say, hopefully they're not using this church over here to move the drugs and the other stuff. I hope not. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. And like I say, it had been going on for about an hour and a half, from about 10:30 to whatever there. I went out and took a look here around at 1 a.m. And Independence, like I say, they need to be looking some more. Kansas City, Missouri, at the top of the hill. That did look like maybe a Jackson County Sheriff, unless it was, like I say, one of those patrol vehicles, but I don't know. But those cars are traveling. 7-Eleven up there, right across from Big Boys, is still the hot spot. And they're still dealing. So that's something they need to look at. That car was at Northlake. It was at 7-Eleven. It was at Cenex. And I only drove around for about maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. So think about that. How are you going to explain that? Oh, I'm moving something here, back in my car in at 7-Eleven. Oh, I got some stuff here. And then we go over here. And then we go back up to the motel. This is Kansas City. This is Independence, Missouri. Keep your eyes open, guys. Stay safe out there.